I haven't said this since I started trekking through this place, so I'll say it right now. Wow, the Lava Dome Sanctum has certainly changed a lot since Legends Arceus. And oddly enough, Heatran didn't give me any trouble. It was that noble Hisuian Arcanine, yeah, you know, the one you fight at the Molten Arena. I still remember taking quite a beating from that thing. Dodging its attacks wasn't easy. It took me quite a few tries to defeat that thing because it's not easy throwing volcano bombs while trying to dodge its attacks. It's as if I had to have fast reflexes in order to throw those things. But for Heatran, on the other hand, I just had to stun it with balls of mud and that was it. Well, it's only natural that Heatran was easy since it's not a noble Pokemon like that Hisuian Arcanine. As a matter of fact, the only noble Pokemon that gave me an easy time was that Cleavor and nothing else. But as for Hisuian Lilligant, admittedly, I did have a bit of trouble dealing with that thing because, let me tell you, trying to dodge attacks in such a small arena, yeah, it's not easy. Although, I'm pretty sure some people might see it differently because maybe they tackled that Hisuian Lilligant a bit differently. But from my experience, yeah, I had a bit of trouble dealing with that Hisuian Lilligant because, well, if the battle arena was a bit bigger, then maybe I wouldn't have needed so many tries to take down that Hisuian Lilligant. Alright, well now there's something else. Now last video, I was talking about a story involving Heatran and the Flame Plates, but it looks to me like I made a bit of an error. Last video, I said something about how it was Arceus that calmed down Heatran when it was going on a rampage. To tell you the truth, I'm not even sure how Heatran managed to calm down, but I'll tell you one thing, it wasn't Arceus. I only mention that because, well, first off, it's worth mentioning that Heatran swallowed the Flame Plates, and later on it was revealed that Arceus recovered the Flame Plates. Well, it's only fitting that way because, after all, that's one of Arceus' plates, so yeah, it only makes sense that way. So yeah, sorry if I misled anybody, it's just that I've never seen that episode of the Arceus Chronicles. Well, actually, I did see clips of that one episode, but I've never actually seen that episode in its entirety. So, yeah, sorry if I misled anybody. Alright, well now there's something else. So, looks like we got another Terray Battle event in Scarlet and Violet, and this time it features a 5-star Alolan Exeggutor. Okay, that event started on the 17th, and it'll end today on the 19th. So, if you haven't gotten that Alolan Exeggutor yet, now's the time to do so. Okay, its level is 75, its ability is Frisk, or its hidden ability, Harvest. Its nature, absolutely random. Its char type is Dragon, and its moveset consists of Dragon Pulse, Energy Ball, Psyshock, and Flamethrower. And its additional moves, Sunny Day and Grassy Terrain. Well, I'll be honest, Alolan Exeggutor is a pretty easy Pokemon to deal with. Well, first off, it's worth mentioning that it's kind of slow, so yeah, that should give you a good advantage. Oh man, I had the perfect opportunity to hit Ninetales with Earth Power, but it looks like the paralysis was preventing me from doing so. So anyway, what did I do against that Alolan Exeggutor? Well, I used my Flutter Mane against that thing, but I had to give it a kind of a good moveset. So the moves I gave my Flutter Mane consisted of Moonblast, Mystical Fire, Draining Kiss, and Fake Tears. Well, maybe I could have replaced one of those moves with something else, like say Calm Mind, so that way I could raise my special attack and special defense. Well, something you should know about that Alolan Exeggutor. As soon as the battle begins, it goes for Sunny Day, and then a little bit later on in the battle, it goes for Grassy Terrain. Yeah, sure, Grassy Terrain is going to restore Pokemon's health if they touch the ground, but also boost the power of Grass-type moves by 30%, which means Energy Ball is going to hit a lot harder than normal. But on the other hand, with the Sun out, that means Flutter Mane's ability being Photosynthesis. Yeah, that's going to raise my special attack stats, so yeah, you bet your ass I used that to my advantage. So what I did was, I used Mystical Fire a few times to lower Alolan Exeggutor's special attack stats, so that way its attacks won't do so much damage. I was actually concerned a little bit with Psyshock because it focuses on the opposing Pokemon's physical defense. And as you know, just like Misdreavus, Flutter Mane's physical defense isn't so great. But thanks to a few special attack drops, I was in no danger of losing my Flutter Mane. Fake Tears, well, I just had to use that a few times, so that way I can be sure that I'll do a lot of damage to that Alolan Exeggutor. Yeah, sure, it got rid of its stat drops when it reached, I think it was 50% HP, but it didn't really matter all that much. But when it was at less HP, I think it was 25% HP, it got rid of my stat modifications. Well, it doesn't matter very much because I don't think I had anything like that to boost my stats. I was worried for a second that I would actually have to use Draining Kiss to get some HP back, but I don't think I had to use Draining Kiss. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Flutter Mane's holding the Shell Bell, and also I had its Terra type be Fairy, so that way Moonblast will do a lot more damage. So yeah, overall, Alolan Exeggutor, it was a pretty easy Pokemon to deal with. Oh yeah, there's also a mass outbreak of Flamingos in Paldea, with an increased chance of being shiny. So if you want to possibly get a shiny Flamingo, now's the time to do so. Me, I'm not going to go after it because, well, I don't feel the need to do so. I mean, I don't really see Flamingo as very good. Now, back to Legends Arceus for a second. Well, this entire time, I don't think I really spoke about the ancestors of certain players in this game. Actually, not players, more like NPCs. Sorry about that. Characters like Mars and Saturn. Yeah, when I first met Mars, I never mentioned anything about her ancestor, Arizu. Well, the only thing I can mention about her is she's a lot nicer than Mars. But for Mars, on the other hand, yeah, she is not really the nicest person to be around. As for Saturn's ancestor, I think her name was Coin. Yeah, just like Saturn, she's also evil. I guess being evil must run the family. So yeah, I'm not really sure why it took me this long to mention the ancestors of certain characters in this game. Now, coming back to Legends Arceus in general, well, actually, it's about Legends ZA. Well, we're in a new year, and it's kind of strange how we haven't had any updates about Legends ZA yet. And I think I have a theory as to why that's so. I think it's because maybe Gamefreak and Nintendo don't want to have any potential leaks, so that way we'll see what the game is going to be about, or maybe what the game's going to look like. But at least provide some updates, so that way we can see what we're in for, because, yeah, just like everyone else, I'm pretty interested to see what Legends ZA has to offer. Well, for the most part, people are excited that Mega Evolution's coming back, so yeah, there's that. So yeah, up until this point, there hasn't been any updates about Legends ZA, and I really hope that maybe they change their mind when it comes to updating us about Legends ZA, because yeah, I am pretty interested in what I'm going to see in Legends ZA. Well, if it's anything like Legends Arceus, then hopefully I do better with whatever's in Legends ZA, because, well, I will admit, I guess I was off to a shaky start because, well, I guess I didn't know what I was doing. But as time went on, I guess I got the hang of Legends ZA, as well. No, not Legends ZA, sorry, Legends Arceus. And eventually, I got the hang of battling those Noble Pokémon, as well as those Alpha Pokémon that have the potential to kick your ass. So yeah, if they could provide an update on Legends ZA, then that would be great, because keeping us in the dark like this for so long, yeah, I'm not really sure if they've done anything like that so far. Alright, back to that Alolan Exeggutor. Well, I don't know what other Pokemon I could have used against that thing. Well, there's Archaludon. I'm not really sure if I could really use Archaludon against Alolan Exeggutor because, well, I found out that Archaludon is a special attacker. And, well, the only move that I know Archaludon can learn that could lower a specific stat is Breaking Swipe. But as you know, that Alolan Exeggutor is a special attacker, so yeah, Breaking Swipe's not going to really do anything. Yeah, I never really use Archaludon, so I want to say that maybe it has either Light Screen or Reflect, or it can learn Light Screen or Reflect rather, but I'm not really sure if it can learn that move because I've never used that thing before. Yeah, I guess that goes to show you how much I know about that thing because, well, for one thing, I never used, what was it called again? The evolved form of Archaludon? Oh, Duraludon. Yeah, I never used Duraludon either, so yeah, forgive me if my knowledge about those two Pokemon is not very good. Now, coming back to this place for a second, I said something about how the Lava Dome Sanctum has changed a lot since Legends Arceus. Well, I think in, what else can I say about that thing? Yeah, that Hisuian Arcanine, Yeah, I guess there was certain spaces in the battle arena, the Molten Arena rather. Yeah, I couldn't really dodge attacks very easily because, yeah, there were some certain spaces that prevented me from jumping around. So, yeah, as you can imagine, I didn't have a good time fighting off that Hisuian Arcanine. But for the other Hisuian Pokemon, like, say, Avalok and Electrode, well, for Electro, I don't quite recall how that went because, well, I don't think it was very memorable. But as for Avalok, well, I guess I need a few tries against that thing because, well, maybe I was doing something wrong in regards to dodging those huge ice glaciers. In real life, I'm pretty sure nobody could survive that because of how heavy those things are. Yeah, I guess that goes without saying. But yeah, maybe I ought to see how other people handle those noble Pokemon because, yeah, something tells me maybe I wasn't doing things correctly. Okay, I'm pretty sure Eradicate over there has a Hustle for an ability, which is the reason why Crunch did so much damage. Okay, I was kind of hoping that Claydol would go for Ice Beam or something, but yeah, it looks like it's choosing to go for Calm Mind for some reason. Yeah, it should have went for Ice Beam so that way it could at least do something against these two Pokemon. Yeah, but I figured as much. Quick Attack was going to kill it. So yeah, that confirms it. Looks like that Eradicate has a Hustle for an ability. Is that its hidden ability? I don't quite remember. Yeah, that goes to show how much I know about Eradicate because, yeah, I've never really used that thing before. Well, actually, to tell you the truth, yeah, I did use Eradicate all the way back in games like Fire Red and Leaf Green, and that's only because, well, I was trying to imitate Blue's team for some reason. I'm not really sure why. But yeah, Eradicate, I don't think it was a very good Pokemon for me to use. Yeah, I could have used Dragon Pulse on Flygon, but I just remembered that Eradicate has Endeavor, and yeah, I don't want to be at the same amount of HP as it because that's going to put me at a disadvantage. So yeah, as you saw, that Quick Attack, and if it used Endeavor, then that's going to mean easy picking. So yeah, I'm doing my very best to prevent something like that from happening. Yeah, I don't want a travesty. So I guess you could say that was a sort of a fear Eradicate, even though it didn't have the Focus Sash. But still, since I knew that it had Endeavor and I saw that it had Quick Attack, yeah, it's only fitting that I took it down as quickly as I could. Oh yeah, that's right. I believe since the sun's out, that means Shiftry is going to be a bit faster, but good thing it went for Torkoal. Yeah, I will admit, teaming with the stat trainers is kind of annoying in a way because sometimes you expect them to do something, but they do the complete opposite of that. I mean, as I said, Claydol could have gone for Ice Beam on Eradicate, even though I'm pretty sure the Ice Beam could have been intended for Salamence. So yeah, had that happened, then I guess maybe I could have had an easy time taking down that Eradicate. Oh well. Okay, hopefully Shiftry doesn't hit me. Oh, what? I'm going first? Is there a speed tie or something? Because since the sun's out, that means Shiftry should be a lot faster. Eh, whatever. Okay, so for Alolan Exeggutor, well, maybe they could have chosen a different Pokemon to present in that Terraway Battle event because, well, to me, as I said, Alolan Exeggutor is a pretty easy Pokemon to deal with. So, yeah, maybe they could have gone with something else. I'm not really sure what, though, because, well, they're the ones making the game, not me. Okay, with the sun out, hopefully Fire Blast takes down Shiftry in one hit. Alright, there we go. Okay, looks like Torkoal's not so useless. Yeah, I know I bashed on Torkoal, but at least it gets the job done. I mean, yeah, sure, I have used Torkoal in the past, but that's not me anymore because I'm not a kid anymore. Yeah, sure, it has pretty good physical defense, but as for special defense, not so much. Okay, Drifblim has a lot of HP, so hopefully Ice Beam could take it down in one hit. If only Torkoal was a bit faster, then maybe it could help me out taking down Drifblim. Okay, there we go. Ice Beam took down Drifblim in one hit. If not, then yeah, Dialco definitely would have died to whatever Drifblim had. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure Drifblim had Toxic and Protect as two of its moves, so yeah, I think you know where I'm going with this. Okay, looks like I don't have any more time to do anything else, so looks like I'm going to leave it off here. So next time, we're going to continue going through Stark Mountain and hopefully reach the end. Although, judging by the looks of it, looks like we're almost done with this place. Alright, catch you later.